MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, yeah. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Nagbabalik tayo dito sa Banana Court in Las Piñas City for this game day Friday of season number 3 ng Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. A full 6 game slate nga ang ating hatid sa inyo ngayong araw. The 14 under division just finished between Dasmariñas and Muntinlupa. Now serving you the 16 under matchup, and later this afternoon, Las Piñas True Tea Coolers maghaharap pa kontra Parañaque Smile 360 Yam Jam. Magandang umaga po muli sa inyong lahat. Jaime Mendehar, kasama pa rin Justin Almeida. Bring your reaction mula nga dito sa Banana Court in Las Piñas. Magandang umaga muli sa iyo, Justin.
Yes, good morning, Jaime, and great first game so far. Up and down action between Muntinlupa and Dasmariñas in the 14 and under division. And tingnan natin naman tong 16 and under.
Couple of years up and maybe a couple of action din. Bibilis ang ating laro. 16 under nga ang ating sunod na laro ngayong Biyernes. Pag-usapan na natin, Justin, of course, both these teams and their performances in their previous games. Beginning with Muntinlupa, how did they fare in their previous assignment?
Well, their previous game, Muntinlupa against Palawan, they lost in a 13-point loss, 83-70. But the thing is, with Muntinlupa, they were like their younger brothers na they got to the free throw line multiple times. Pero sila with more, mas marami, 45 free throws but only making 25. But what that says is they have good mentality and they like to attack the basket, and that means that they are in shape.
Siyempre, yun naman yung gustong makabawi rin itong 16 under team, and their 14 under counterparts showed them how it's done. Going on the other side of the fence, talking about the Dasmariñas Don Pacundo 4A hoops. Ano naman yung gusto nila i-carry over into this ball game from their previous game?
Well, in the halftime in their previous game, sabi ni Coach JD Salvo, the kids played well in the first game, only lost by 2, but it was not enough. Baka akala ng mga bata na ganun lang yung level of play. So carrying it over into the second games against Antipolo, they lost by 14. So, nagulat daw sila sa level, sa action dito sa Junior MPBL. Pero the takeaway from that loss is now they know what to work on and what skills to develop.
Tignan natin if that adjustment, ang bit-bit nga nila dito sa ating laro in their third game dito sa ating season number 3. Let's get game 2 started. Punta na tayo kay Gio Cruz to introduce our starting five.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here inside the Banana Court, Las Piñas City, as we bring you Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. 16 under division featuring Muntinlupa JKLV RGG, Infinite Basketball, and Dasmariñas Pacundo for a hoops. Now let us meet the starters first. For Muntinlupa JKLV RGG Infinite Basketball. Starting guard number 4, Kirby Tabilangon. Other guard number 12, Andre Baton. At forward number 8, Suwon Salvacion. Other forward number 16, Freedom Okafor. And at center number 28, Max Lacaba. Head coach is Henry Montemayor, assisted by RJ Cabagnot and A. Landrito. And now let us meet the starters for Dasmariñas, Pacundo for a hoops. Starting guard number 7, Dwayne Manasigan. Other guard number 12, Charles Rovelo. At forward number 5, CJ Castillejo. Other forward number 26, Mark Kamaniag. And at center number 30, Sean Nalania. Head coach is Ryan Tolosa, assisted by JP Hilario, Jordan Morados, EJ Alvaran, Michael T. Team Manager Ryan Tolosa. Officiating this ball game, Noy Guevara, Carlos Sebastian, and Alan Badia. Junior MPBL Executive Director, Mr. J.R. Navarro. Junior MPBL Commissioner, Mr. Keith Picasso.
Simulan natin ang ating pangalawang laro ngayong Biyernes. A look at our team starters brought to us by Doride, ang bola ng Pinoy. It's Marasigan, Ravelo, Castillejo, Kamanyag, and Naliana para sa Dasmariñas. We still have Muntinlupa naman beginning this ball game with Batan, Tabilangon, Salvacion, Okafor, and Lacaba to round out their 5. And both these teams nga coming off losses. Justin looking to bounce back. Similar story that we had in the 1400 division kung saan nakauna na nga ang Muntinlupa in this 3-game set.
Oh, and for Dasmariñas, it's surprising to see na wala si Marvic Messina, who had 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist last game.
Of course, Marvic Messina had excellent performances despite those 2 losses. But one player that they have available, and I'm saying this kasi kilala na to sa Junior MPBL, CJ Castillejo making his Season 3 debut. And they do have Dwayne Marasigan as well. Coach Anton was telling me about na napakahusay ng batang to. CJ Castillejo, making me look good once again. Someone you don't want to leave open. Sa 5-0 blast. Bibitawan dito ng Dasmariñas to begin this game. Trying to force his way through. Couldn't convert, but that time it's Lacaba getting the first points of Muntinlupa.
Oh, so finally, Muntinlupa on the scoreboard.
Pabasa 3 kalamangan. So kung medyo slow start yung una nating laro dito, mukhang walang buwelo-buwelong kailangan ng ating mga 16 under players.
A pedal to the metal for both teams.
Ravelo will commit his first. And the first team foul para sa Dasmariñas. Almost 2 minutes gone by dito sa ating first period. Good show of sportsmanship there.
Was not able to realize that he had a teammate ahead of the floor. Could have been an easy layup for them, for Muntinlupa.
Back-to-back games. Justin, technical foul due to improper wearing of uniform. This time, ang culprit is JJ Gupana for Dasmariñas. Salvacion knocks down the technical free throw.
Dasmariñas already had a great start. And you know, sometimes those technical free throws can shift the momentum.
Parang marangkada ka na, 5-0. Kaso
Oo.
sinagot naman dito ng Muntinlupa with their own 3-0 blast as Okafor gets blocked by Naliana. Shot clock did not reset as Castillo comes up with a steal. Ahead to Dwayne Marasigan and gets the finish. Back to a 4-point lead, 7-3 para sa Don Pacundo for a hoops. Salvacion finds an opening, scoops it up, too strong. Okafor trying to keep it alive, but it would be Ravelo getting ahead to CJ. Umitin pa, but shot too strong.
Loving the energy of Dasmariñas on the defensive end. They're very active on those passing lanes, and yeah, parang they're really eager to get that ball and run the floor.
That's exactly what they did as they are up by 6 early here in this ball game, 9-3. Magang timeout nga ang kailangan tawagin dito na Muntinlupa JKLV RGG Infinite Basketball as Marasigan hitting on that basket in their earlier fast break attempt, and CJ Castillo immediately after.
You're still watching Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Paalala para sa mga taga Dasmariñas, hanggat may Don Pacundo, huwag silang mawawalan ng pag-asa dahil patuloy silang bibigyan ng oportunidad ni head coach Ryan Dalosa. Ito na nga daw ang naging vision niya. Alam naman natin from the very first season, meron siyang advocacy na tulungan talaga ang mga kabataan. Dalawang bagay ang kanilang patuloy din na tinuturo sa mga batang to, character and discipline. Speaking of discipline, every first training daw nila ay maraming nalilate, pero yun na rin yung nagiging last dahil agad daw silang pinapagapang. Kaya after that one, yung mga susunod nilang training, wala na talaga nalilate. But for now, tingnan natin kung makukuha nila ang kanilang win number 1 in today's game. Sending it back to you, Hi Manchester.
Thank you once again, Daphne Cristobal, helping us navigate the sidelines for all the 6 games this Friday. And a bit old school, no? Si Coach Ryan, no? Mag-late ka, gapang.
Meron palang punishment for being late. Well, it seems to have worked kasi nga sa unang practice lang nagkaroon ng ng latecomers eh.
Something to learn from, no? Wala namang gustong maka-experience nga muli. And this is a great start para din sa kanyang koponan. 9-6. Although that 3-pointer while Daphne was reporting, cutting the lead down to 3 nga. So a great timeout para sa Muntinlupa to address that slow start.
So Muntinlupa coming out of that timeout with a 3-pointer, and that's the way you want to approach it.
Balasa dito, parehong kupunan. Couple of substitutions with 5 and 14 left here in the first. And they've had a chance to cover both the games nitong Dasmariñas in their season number 3. And this is one player, I would say, Justin, that has played consistent para sa kanila. I know it's not the start that they were hoping for dito sa kanilang season 3. But itong batang to, I like the energy that he's bringing on the floor.
Well, he wants to replicate that coming here into season 3. And great way by getting to the line and get 2 free throws for him.
Whistle for a foul called against Naliana. First and the second team foul para sa Dasmariñas.
Ganda ng pinakita ni Sean Naliana in their previous game. Just 6 points pero 14 rebounds and 8 of those coming from the offensive end.
So kung ikaw yung Muntinlupa, no? Someone that you need to keep a body always para dito kay Naliana. So another foul committed. And the 13 foul. So back-to-back fouls para dito sa mga naka-asul. Straight away, 3! And a 4-point play! That's Cabanyero. I think it's the shorts, Justin. Tsaka yung shirt na parang maybe one size or two sizes up even.
Parang ano eh. AI eh, no?
Oo eh. Ito plays the 4-point play, tapos may wristband pa, Justin.
Kilala pa kaya niya si Allen Iverson? Medyo...
I won't be surprised if he's going for the Allen Iverson. So look at that move once again brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness. Billy Garedi. Just like that, isa na lang kalamangan dito ng Dasmariñas after that 6-0 start.
And one thing's for sure, yung music natin dito, yung mga soundtracks natin, hindi na nila alam yan.
Yan.
Kasi 90s yan eh. 90s
Uh-huh.
hip-hop.
But I think something that they could appreciate, no? Parang narinig ko to dun sa laro namin kanina, and that might open their eyes into our type of music.
Narinig ko sa kotse pag pinapatugtog ni Daddy.
Siya lang yung kumakanta. The counter turnover para sa Muntinlupa. It's 11-10. Under 3 minutes left dito sa ating first period. Marasigan, directing traffic here para sa Dasma. Kick out, Castillejo hit one earlier. Short that time. Trying to look ahead. All alone is Salvacion.
Nice recognition. Baseball pass there to Salvacion for the easy 2.
First taste of the lead para sa Muntinlupa. 12-11. So after that hot start, nitong Dasmariñas, sila naman ang nalalamig.
Cabanyero injecting some life into Muntinlupa with that 4-point play.
For Cabanyero, 7 off the bench as well. Siya rin yung nakakuha nung unang 3-pointer nila in an earlier possession after that timeout. So tama ka, no? Yung immediate. Like a microwave itong si Rowie Cabanyero. Shot clock at 10. Marasigan gets a pick from Naliana. But an illegal one ayon sa ating officials.
So both on both ends of the floor this time. Now on the defensive end, going through the screen. And yun nga, being called for an illegal or offensive foul.
Big development here para sa Dasmariñas as Gales replaces Naliana, who now has 2 fouls. So sinasabi mo nga, yung level of activity in the rebounding department para dito kay Naliana, medyo magiging tentative. Gawa nga ng 2 fouls na siya kagad dito. CJ. Ooh, hang time maneuver, CJ Castillejo.
Binali sa ere.
And floor director natin, Philip, loving that one. I'm sure Direk Jethro will show us that highlight later on. Looking ahead once again, Marasigan.
Si Direk daw gagawa.
Yeah. Hindi na replay. Gagawin na lang niya talaga. Dasmariñas with his 1-point advantage. Palitan nga ng lamang itong parehong koponan. Just 43 seconds left to play with. Racines. Floater is short. Racines, if I'm not mistaken, played for Muntinlupa as well in the previous season. Couple of picks. Marasigan. Just 5 to shoot. CJ. Tamang punas muna. Oh, that just might have cost that shot clock violation.
Just a half-second too late para kay Castillejo.
Last 17 seconds para sa Muntinlupa. Looking to hold on for the last shot of the quarter. This is Cabanyero. Ooh. Look at that crossover. Pulls up for 3 and knocks it down. Rowie Cabanyero coming to dance this morning. Yan na nga mauubos ang ating oras here in the first. Oohs and ahs dito sa Banana Court. The way that this kid is moving, no? Banana Court naman, parang pinapadulas sa piling ng saging yung kanyang defenders. Some highlights dito brought to us by Chef's Magic.
Well, yun nga, for Dasmariñas, it was their pressure and individual defense. It was on point in the beginning stages of the first quarter, and fast break nga yung main weapon nila. However, Nalana picking up 2 fouls. Pero for Muntinlupa, yun nga, Caballero sparking them, starting with that 4-point play.
And at the end of 10, it's 15-13. Abante ng dalawa, Muntinlupa. (15-13) Muntinlupa, after trailing by as much as 6 in that first quarter, able to take with them a 2-point lead dito to begin our second quarter behind the offensive outburst of Rowy Caballero. Already has 10 to his name as Marasigan coming up with a steal and getting his 6th of the ball game.
And that's how Dasmariñas started this ball game. And yung on-ball and pressure defense nila into fast break points.
Tabla tayo at 15. Okafor trying to battle his way inside. Pirouettes for his first 2 of the game.
Yeah, that's a big boy move by Freedom.
Veterano na rin yan sa junior MPBL. Kung di ako nagkakamali, Las Piñas was the last team that he played for, who we will be seeing later on. Castillo off the pick. But a knock down another after hitting his first. Throwing it to the hip. Rowy, that time. Blocked by Castillo, but contact, says our officials. It's quite the battle na nakikita natin dito. Justin, CJ Castillo kontra Rowy Caballero.
Siguro cross-training ng mga to, track and field
Tamaan daw sa ulo. So a couple of free throws coming up for Rowy Caballero. Nagdagdag na ako ng A bago dun sa I. The way this kid is moving, talagang shades of one of our favorite players ng ating henerasyon. Maybe at the half, no, we can get that scoop if indeed meron bang influence si Allen Iverson sa kanyang laro.
Wala, pamigay talaga yung
wristband.
Wristband ba? Sa gitna.
Well, armband.
Ayan, armband. Tama.
Para safe, no? Hindi naman talaga sa wrist, no?
Sa gitna
Muntinlupa now up by 4, 19-15. Caballero now has a dozen. Nice drop pass na sana, but Okafor coming up with a steal. Castillo stopping that break para sa Muntinlupa as Vasquez looking to attack in that previous play. Balage. All the confidence in the world. Missing short. Look at that no look. CJ Castillo gets it to his backcourt partner, Dwayne Marasigan.
That is really the main weapon of Dasmariñas for a hoops, yung fast break and transition baskets nila.
Can you imagine this team pag nandyan na rin ulit si Marvic Messina? Stretching for that bucket was Racines. Daming highlights dito sa first half, Justin. 21-17. Bante pa rin ng Muntinlupa. Marasigan is fouled.
Lumalamang talaga sa highlights itong si Caballero. Rowy Caballero.
So, Okafor comes in. Balage will take a seat. Both teams are meted. A warning for improper bench decorum. Take another look at that previous play as Marasigan was fouled. A little over 7 minutes nalalabi dito sa ating first half of action. Take another look. So the initial call was foul against Balage.
Should be a good call. May onting contact naman after that crossover.
Take a second look. Calling out the horns.
Iwan na iwan.
So uncertain what they are trying to look at. Maybe there might have been a challenge. Oh,
Ah, okay.
so that was what they were looking at.
Checking if the previous bump was a little excessive.
And ito na nga, Justin. Foul is upgraded into an unsportsmanlike foul. So a mandatory 3-minute break para kay Balag, if I'm not mistaken. Although even before that, he was already subbed out.
Earning him a seat on the bench for 3 minutes.
So on the line is Alex Jr., the recipient of that unsportsmanlike foul. Missing on the first.
Sayang yung mga free throws na yan. Those are free points.
No such thing as free daw eh.
Oh.
Kala mo lang free siya. But you have to still earn it. As he splits his charities to cut the lead down to 3, 21-18.
Muntinlupa has to take care of their errors. No? Earlier, they did have a nice start. Pero yun nga, meron silang... Oh, sorry, that was Dasmariñas pala with the technical foul with the jersey.
Excellent find, Marasigan. So Alex Jr. Third assist para kay Marasigan. Lead down to 1 for Muntinlupa. Casines finds an opening once again. Short gets his own miss. Napayungan but contact, says our officials, as Gales will be called for a personal.
Nice play by Racines, staying with his shot, getting a second chance and drawing the foul.
6 and 18, nalalabi dito sa ating second. Adjustment mid-air and snatching that rebound away from Gales. Rewards himself with 2 free throws. Balik muna tayo kay Daphne for a report. Go ahead.
Another player who found his new home is Freedom Okafor mula Las Piñas, ngayon ng Muntinlupa naman. Last game, he chipped in double-double, 14 points and 11 rebounds, and evidence of comfortability in his new home. Although he fell short in the recent Gilas 16 under tryouts, Freedom mentioned how he observes himself gaining a lot more composure and confidence in this series of experiences. There's something so special about his name, Freedom, o kalayaan sa Tagalog, para daw mas malaya niyang makamtam ang kanyang mga pangarap. Hi, Manchester.
Napakalalim na naman na story from Daphne Cristobal. Kalayaan. Of course, Freedom. And, well, despite not having the result maybe that he was looking for nga in that Gila 16 under tryout, that can only sharpen you as a player.
Yun nga, that will be a wake-up call for him. No? You know, going into after the tryouts, you know, realizing what he needs to work on. You know, it will light a fire in him. And kita nga natin dito as his first game for Muntinlupa. Yeah, double-double performance para kay Freedom.
So foul will be whistled against Tagad, trying to stay very, very close against Rovi Caballero. And yet another foul. Back to back in less than 10 seconds nga ata. That will put Dasmariñas at the limit now. As Infinite Basketball will call for this timeout. 5:20 remaining dito sa ating first half of action. It's 23-23. Really kind of the complexion itong ball game natin so far, Justin. Maagang bitaw yung Dasmariñas, threatening to break the game open. But when Rowy Caballero came on the floor para sa Muntinlupa, has been a different story as Rowy Caballero making me look good once again.
Oh, and speaking of Rowy Caballero, yung defensive strategy nitong Dasmariñas is parang i-box in one itong si Rowy, as you know, he has been the answer for Muntinlupa.
I see what you did there,
Oo nga, no?
Justin. Kasi kanina pa tayo nag-AI, might as well. 25-23. 2-point advantage para sa Muntinlupa as Dasmariñas inbounding from the baseline. Alex Jr. gets stripped.
I did not realize that. Timing na timing pala yun.
Patingin ako, parang, did you just reference the answer? Almost another bucket para kay Caballero. That time, trickling out of the ring. Chance makabawi para sa Dasmariñas. Si CJ Castillejo. Going to make a move. Pull up for three. And knocks it down. CJ Castillejo trying to answer the offense of Rowy.
Another highlight just happened. Crossover into a three-pointer, this time by Castillejo.
Well, it's Friday, Justin. So maraming sumasayaw dito. Maaga pa lang. Racines couldn't answer para sa Muntinlupa. Castillejo. Shadowed by Racines. Ball fake. Drops it off.
Ooh, napayungan.
At may sabit ng payong na yan as Alex Jr. finds himself headed to the line.
Sabi mo, napapasayaw na sila kasi Friday na. Saan ba sila pupunta after? Bawal pa sila sa mga, mga club eh, di ba?
Oo, pero
Mga house parties lang.
yeah,
no?
pwede.
Yeah.
Swari-swari lang.
Sorry.
We see that feed once again from Castillejo, able to set up Alex Jr. for that attempt. And first free throw will miss. Split his charities earlier as well, itong si Alex Jr.
Another player with two first names.
Missing on both. Tapik, makukuha ni Estoya. They go to Caballero. Tagad pa rin. Naaatasan to try and contain him. Open is Salvacion. Off. Rebound battle. Falls to Okafor and hits the short stab.
Great recognition by Caballero, seeing his lifter on the corner. However, hindi lang niya was not able to drain the three.
Hindi rin naman pinipilit, no? CJ. To elude this defender once again as Estoya will be called for a personal. And that will mean free throws para kay Castillejo. This time, the Don Pacundo for a hoops. Sila naman ang tatawag ng timeout. Down by 1, 27-26. As we take another look at that move from CJ Castillejo. This wasn't the three, ito lang yung foul.
No.
But he will be awarded 2 free throws when we return. Prior to that timeout, a foul was whistled against Estoya of Muntinlupa. So CJ Castillejo, I believe, hindi pala. That foul will put Muntinlupa at the limit. So next foul will mean free throws. Perfect execution of that timeout as Alex Jr. scores once again.
A nice inbound play after a timeout for Dasmariñas and getting the lead.
Salvacion finding a crease on the defense. Very patient in making that move itong si Salvacion.
For Dasmariñas, still no sign of Nalana to check in the ball game.
I know this might be a long shot, pero yung mga ganong galaw, parang may pagka-Sunday salvation. I mean, I know I might be influenced dahil naka-white and green siya. Former Benil Blazer, of course, Sunday Salvation.
Wondering if they are related.
Muntinlupa, nakuha muli ang kalamangan, 30-28. Scales, ooh! Couple of players sumalubong sa kanya sa loob. At Tagad, though, won't be denied.
Tagad sticking with the play. Saving that possession and offensive rebound and 2 points.
Nice find from Okafor, setting up itong si Jack Isorena. As Alex Jr. will be called for his second personal. What a battle we're seeing so far dito sa first half, Justin. Neither team allowing the other to break away.
Daming pyesa ng parehong teams na to, no?
Sorena hitting on the first to give Muntinlupa back the lead and immediately pulling the trigger on the second. May lakad pa ata si Isorena. So it's 31-30. Under a minute to play with. Marasigan kontra Cabanyero. Gets the ball back.
Ooh.
Jab step. Dipsy-do. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice use of the jab step. Getting his defender to bite and finding an open lane.
Yung galaw na yun, Justin, no? 16 under. Sobrang crisp nung jab step.
Ayun, no? Bumali pa.
Showing us how athletic he is. Ang coach at Anton de los Reyes, I was covering a game where Dasmariñas yung laro na kino-cover namin, and he really speaks volumes about this kid, Dwayne Marasigan. Parang nung pinapanood ko na rin siya, I was telling Coach Anton, okay, now I know why you would say this about this kid. Dasmariñas now regains the lead, 32-31. Cabanyero takes a peek at the clock. Attacks the baseline. Tough shot!
Oh my goodness. So far, it has been Cabanyero who's been stealing the show.
He's been rowing his boat all over Dasmariñas here in the first half as they take the lead back 33-32. Take another look. Cabanyero, luwag ng kanyang jersey, maluwag ang depensa. Gets his 16th point of the game. Last 25 seconds of our first half. Muntinlupa, abante ng isa, 33-32. This is Marasigan kontra Cabanyero. Gets it to CJ. Tiptoes on the half-court line, but steps on it, and a turnover para sa Dasma.
It's safe to say this first half has been the Rowy Cabanyero show. Both ends of the floor once again.
Couple of players in double digits. Cabanyero leading all scorers with 16. Castellan, Marasigan 11 and 10 respectively. Salvacion missing on that attempt. Estoy trying to keep it alive. As Dasma regains possession. Just 3 seconds remaining. Marquez. Ravelo. Oh! They will have to take another look. But what a shot regardless. What's with this first half, Justin? I mean, it didn't look good sa angle natin. It might have been maybe half a second too late. But again, nevertheless.
Oh.
Ooh. Might have been about 0.2 nung nabitawan niya.
0.2 to 0.4 seconds left.
Oh, that will count. And confirmed by our officials. Charles Ravelo making us ravel with that shot.
The highlights continue.
The highlights continue. Only highlights dito sa ating first half of action as Dasmariñas now up by 2, 35-33. Rowy Cabanyero, 2 of his 16. CJ Castillejo naman sa kabila. Guardia kontra Guardia. What a game we're seeing so far, Justin.
Oh, and the game plan of Dasmariñas is to box Rowy Cabanyero, pero they still haven't found answers as he just draws so many fouls on their defenders and still producing for them. However, that half-court shot gave them this 2-point lead at the half.
Just a 2-point game here at the end of our first half. At kasama po natin ngayon ang head coach ng Dasmariñas, Don Pacundo, 4A Hoops. Of course, etong si head coach Ryan Dalosa. Magandang umaga, Coach Ryan. First half natin, dikitan lamang po. Sa tingin niyo, Coach, paano makakapag-pull away ang Dasmariñas para i-take advantage tong 2-point lead na meron kayo?
Actually, maganda yung laban, both team. Maganda yung depensa. Maganda rin yung opensa ng both team. Kailangan lang maniwala ng mga player na sipagan pa. Tsaka nandiyan na may mga parents na kasuporte. Okay.
Speaking of parents, Coach, baka gusto niyo pa po silang pasalamatan or yung mga kabataan po sa Dasmariñas. Go ahead po.
Yun, thank you po pala kay Mayor Jenny Barsaga na naniniwala sa advocacy namin. Kay Coach Ashley Guro, thank you. Siyempre sa asawa ko na patuloy na nagmamanager sa amin, thank you sa'yo. Tanda mo, mahal na mahal kita.
Kakakilig. Sana all, Coach. Salamat po and good luck po sa team ninyo. Second half po sa pagbabalik po ng Manny Pacquiao Junior MPBL. Pero sa ngayon, punta muna tayo sa ating panel.
Maraming salamat muli, Daphne. At the half, it's 35-33. Dasmariñas up by 2. It's been a back and forth ball game dito, Justin. Unlimited highlights, but some numbers muna dito. Break it down for us.
Well, you know, more efficiency from the side of Dasmariñas. And, you know, they have a lot of points in the paint, 20 for Dasmariñas and only 12 para sa Muntinlupa. However, Muntinlupa more efficient with their bench scoring, more depth on their side. 21 para sa kanila and only 9 on the side of Dasmariñas.
Not a lot separating both these teams. That three-pointer by Ravelo to end the second quarter, that half-court heave. Yun nga lang, yung margin kung kaya't nakaabante itong Dasmariñas by 2. But it has been the Rowy Cabanyero show for Muntinlupa as a couple of players as well. Dito naman sa Dasma side as we look at our fan of the game brought to us by True Tea Iced Tea. Siyempre, we're spotting someone in the crowd who's been cheering non-stop, full of energy, and bringing all the good vibes here in this game. And you know what they say? The coolest fan deserves the coolest iced tea. Congratulations to our fan of the game. You're getting a refreshing treat from True Tea Iced Tea, a no sugar added iced tea. Stay cool with True Tea Iced Tea. The goodness of iced tea without the sugar. But so much sugar in this game so far, Justin. Sobrang tamis ng mga galaw na nakikita natin from these young kids.
So far, both games, no? Not failing to entertain.
Not failing indeed. And just the second of 6 games na hatid natin mula dito nga sa Banana Court in Las Piñas. So if you are around the area, I'd like to invite you to come and enjoy the games live. Free admission lamang po tayo. Bonus na lang, of course, that you would get to see Daphne Cristobal also face-to-face.
Siyempre, air-conditioned rin ang ating gym ngayon.
Very much important. As Marasigan missing short. Naliana back in the ball game after nursing a couple of fouls in the first half. Third try, still no goal. Fourth opportunity, Castillejo will lose it. Back to Muntinlupa.
But you love the effort there for Dasmariñas. You know, 4 attempts at the basket, pero to no avail.
So scoreless both squads. So kung gaano ka high octane yung ating unang dalawang quarter, ganun medyo struggling from the field are both teams. Dapat ata, hindi na nag-halftime break, Justin. Eh, no?
Oo.
Tinuloy-tuloy na lang natin. Si Castillejo looking to save it, but it will be regained by Muntinlupa. So another miss, that time Naag. Batan. Thinking three, they swing it. Batan once more, pulling up for three, short, long rebound. Also the hands of Marasigan, looking ahead, but pass a bit too strong.
And quite a flat start for both teams, no? And we see Muntinlupa starting with a couple of bench players aside from Okafor in the ballgame.
Trying to get some players na baka rin makakita ng combination. It is
Oo.
very early pa rin naman sa ating season number 3. So both coaches certainly figuring things out as we see that basket courtesy of Liam Estoya, off balance but didn't matter.
Oh, acrobatic finish para kay Estoya.
First points para dito sa ating second half to tie the ball game at 35. Marasigan knocks down the three, the 4 3-point conversion para sa Dasmariñas.
Marasigan giving them the lead and a three-pointer from the wing.
30 to 35 now. Dasma up by 3. It's almost a turnover as Muntinlupa. Dahil Dasmariñas has been threatening just a bit. Ano naman kung sino kaagad ang bubunutin from the bench. Rowy Cabanyero. 16 points in that first half alone. And immediately, itong si Zachary Ang is on the shirt, on the jersey of Rowy Cabanyero.
Medyo magkasize sila ng jersey. Maluwag rin yung jersey ni Ang.
Okafor looking to attack. Almost a steal from Castillejo.
The strategy of Dasma is to deny Cabanyero the ball.
Who can blame them? As Rowy Cabanyero! That's why! Hindi mo gustong pahawakin si Rowy Cabanyero.
Parang mamang-mama na yung laro eh.
19 now for Rowy. And ties the ball game up at 38.
And wala nang heat check eh.
Castillejo will answer though for Dasmariñas. As Dasma now up by 3 once again.
What a ball game we are experiencing.
Cabanyero babawi. Not that time. Castillejo trying to snatch that board. Runs out of real estate.
Mimintis pala siya.
Mimintis pa siya. Let's take a look at the 3-point shooting of Rowy Cabanyero. 4 out of 5 after that miss. So I can't blame you if you thought that 3-pointer will once again go in.
So first miss pala para kay Rowy.
Okafor pulls up, blocked by Naliana. But that time, a sorry miss inside. They do have another opportunity. Blocked by Castillejo. Loose ball scramble. Takbo dito ang Dasmariñas. Castillejo has head of steam. Overshoots. Great defense from Cabanyero.
Great defense just to keep the hand up and disrupt the shot.
Okafor goes to Cabanyero. Steps back from way downtown. Off to the left. So a couple of misses dito para kay Rowy Cabanyero. But again, mainit siya throughout the ball game. Marasigan finds an opening, stepping back.
Would have been another highlight.
Pero yung mga moves alone just to get that shot up, no? Talagang kita mo the level of play that we have dito sa 1600 division.
So far, the highest level of play I've seen so far here in the Junior MPBL at the 16 and under division.
And that says a lot coming from Justin Almeida. No? Kung yung player, you're impressing Justin Almeida. That means na, di ba? It's a traveling violation. Certain that won't impress the coaches of Muntinlupa. Salvacion will check in. Upo muna si Naag. So still a 3-point ball game, 41-38. Dasmariñas doon, Pacundo for a hoops. Holding on to this 3-point lead. Marasigan through the middle.
Ganda naman ng drop pass na yun.
So prior that, a foul. So I suppose you take that if ikaw yung Muntinlupa. Would have been an easy 2 para kay Abarquez.
Good foul there for Muntinlupa, stopping that drop pass from Marasigan.
Get it to the corner. CJ couldn't knock it down. Rebounded by Lacaba.
Ooh.
Panyero eluding 2 defenders. Ball fake. Floats it up and in.
Nasty.
Mapapailing na lang dahil din Justin eh. That's how many now for
18,
Caballero?
I
I think that's 20,
20.
after that bucket. 21.
Sorry, 21, yeah. 16 at the half.
Hindi pa nanlalamig even after a couple of misses from beyond the arc as Freedom Okafor will be called for a caging foul.
Tingnan natin if naglaro tong si Caballero ng first game nila. Of course, the top performers of Muntinlupa in their first game was Freedom Okafor. So no Rowie Caballero in the first game.
And hindi mo naman yung nagpapakilala ka agad in just this first game dito sa ating season number 3. As Marquez, shoe size a bit too big. Stepping on that baseline. Balik ang bola dito sa Muntinlupa.
One of their top performers in their last game, si Everrain Cruz, not suiting up today. 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 steals.
Everrain Cruz, I believe, is part of that Gilas 16 under match lineup, I mean. Played for JT Bulacan Taipan in season number 2.
So missing talent here is the white shirts.
Stoleo missing on the pull-up. 3 ball. That time, it will fall para kay Prince Deletado to the delight of the Dasmariñas crowd. 4-point lead now para sa Dasma. Racines. Nice drop pass. Freedom Okafor. Free inside.
Initially, I thought he should have taken the 3-pointer, but saw something otherwise. Going for the higher percentage.
Lead down to 2, 44-42 under a minute. Left here in the third. Abarquez trying to back down Lacaba. Finds Castillejo. 3 ball. That will fall. CJ Castillejo. Yet another 3. Make that 17 for CJ.
CJ Castillejo having a consistent ball game so far.
Itong dalawang nagde-debut dito sa ating Season 3 of Manny Pacquiao Jr. MPBL, CJ Castillejo and Caballero. Very impressive. Hindi naman magpapahuli. Dwayne Marasigan. Also 15 now for Dwayne.
1-2 punch for Dasmariñas, Castillejo and Marasigan.
Racines challenged. Couldn't convert, but yep, I saw that. Naliana, I think, had a few words shared kay Racines after that block.
Something he has to control as he was in foul trouble in the first quarter.
And add one more to that dahil technical foul nga for taunting will be called against him. So that will be 3. On Sean Naliana, Rowie Caballero will be assigned to take the technical free throw. Make that 22 now for Rowie Caballero. Some fans dito sa ating baseline. Enjoying the performance of Rowie.
And once again, sayang, momentum definitely on the side of Dasmariñas, but that technical, putting it to a halt for a while.
Yeah, I was about to say, you made that point earlier na yung mga ganitong klaseng plays, habang yung lamang, paangat na ng paangat and paangat na nga ng paangat as Ravelo scores on another 3 ball. Caballero, we've seen one heave already go in. But now Dasmariñas will enjoy their biggest lead of this ball game. Justin, siyam na ang kailangan habulin dito ng Muntinlupa on to our 4th and final quarter. It's 52-43 as Dasmariñas lighting it up here in the third period. Rowy Cabanyero, his offense has been clicking but yung Robin, hinahanap pa niya.
Oh, so yun nga, for the side of Dasmariñas, they're finding their offense in the late third quarter. The 1-2 punch prevailing for them, which is Castillejo and Marasigan.
For Dasmariñas, 8 out of 13 now from beyond the arc. Really creating this separation as we look at another lucky fan. This time, nanalo ng ating Chef's Magic goodies. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Fourth quarter action will resume dito sa ating Season 3 of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Rowy Cabanyero stays hot to begin the fourth. Badly needed basket as parang dahan-dahan bumibitaw na itong Dasmariñas.
Pamatay sunog yung tira ni Cabanyero. And I was about to say, Dasmariñas' strategy was to, dapat si Cabanyero lang talaga yung sumuscore para sa kanila. Let him beat you. Pero he is still on fire, so let's see if that strategy will work out.
Marasigan answers para sa Dasma. Cabanyero off on that attempt. Able to steal it away is Okafor. Gandang pihit going reverse.
Kitang-kita mo yung patience ni Okafor. Using that pump fake, catching the defender off guard and up and under move.
Lead down to 6, 54-48. Marasigan this time pulls up for three. Gets another one. Dwayne Marasigan has 20.
My goodness.
Snaliana might be called for his fourth. And yun na nga, trying to get that block against Freedom Okafor.
Tira ni Marasigan, parang it swished in, but it was about to bounce out.
It was a couple of steps even beyond the arc. Parang yan yung common celebration ngayon, no? Parang tinatakpan nila yung mukha nila ng tatlong daliri.
Nakatingin kay Daphne na naman.
Nakatingin kay Daphne. Matik yun.
Ay, nako.
So, Okafor.
Invited kaya si Daphne dun sa,
Sa soiree.
Soiree nila.
High-level basketball we're seeing here in this 16-under matchup. Castillejo couldn't get the bounce. But look at Alex Jr. trying to keep it alive, but ball goes back to Muntinlupa.
Maybe not the best shot selection there. It was a difficult shot off the dribble and fading away. Or a side away.
Side away. Racines. Cabanyero asking for it. This time gets inside. Dips it. Oh, for another two. Rowy Cabanyero now 27 in his junior MPBL debut.
Parang magic number sa kanya yung tatlo yung nakabantay sa kanya.
Parang biglang nagigising eh. No? Go to the block. Gales. Great fake, but blocked by Salvacion. Cabanyero looking ahead. Finds Racines. Gonna finish off the glass. Salvacion. Ooh, almost a three-point play. We'll have to earn it from the stripe.
You like the relentlessness of Salvacion, staying with the play, getting that offensive rebound.
Not giving up on that play, no? Just not expecting that Racines will convert on that basket after Cabanyero was able to find a leading teammate. Gets them both. Muntinlupa keeping it close here in the fourth quarter after trailing by as much as 9 in this game. Marasigan hounded by Cabanyero. Travelo has hit a couple of threes. Too strong that time.
So definitely 4 points, not a huge margin if you're Dasmariñas with players like Rowy Caballero.
Muntinlupa JKLV RGG Infinite Basketball will call for this timeout. Before action resumes dito sa ating laro between Muntinlupa and Dasmariñas, look at another lucky fan na magwawagi ng ating Chef's Magic merch. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts, and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. As a magical steal, Dwayne Marasigan on fire here dito sa ating fourth quarter. Make that 22 now for Dwayne.
So still the usual suspects para sa Dasmariñas. You know, it has been Castillejo, and and Marasigan for Dasmariñas.
Dito naman sa kabila, it has been all Rowy Caballero, all 30 points.
Wow.
Of the 56 ng Muntinlupa.
This may be the highest output for a single player this season.
Caballero asking for it once more. This time, Marasigan trying to check him. Caballero pulling up for yet another three. That time, it's back iron.
Sobra na yun kung pumasok.
Well, the way he's shooting, parang lahat na lang ng, we kind of expect na lahat ng bitawan niya mahuhulog. Castillejo, short. Alice Jr. yet another offensive rebound. Missing on the putback. Castillejo caught stepping on the baseline, trying to come up with that steal.
So it was Lacaba stepping on the line.
Check that, yep. So ball will stay with Dasma. Up by 3, 59 to 56. Get it to Castillejo. Now Marasigan. Calling out the pick. Finds CJ. Head fake. Pulls up from the baseline. Easy toe.
Smooth looking jumper by the lefty Castillejo.
Swabing-swabe lang talaga. Now Dasmariñas is up by 5. Another steal from Dwayne Marasigan. And finishes on the other side to up the lead to 7 now. 63 to 56.
The lefty bros.
Lefty bros indeed, making it difficult para sa Muntinlupang tuluyang makalapit.
Pagkaliwete talaga, swabe yung dating.
There's something about a lefty, whether it's a jumper or a layup, no?
Nakikita ko, pag napapanood ko si Manu Ginobili dati, parang swabe talaga panoorin.
Castillejo kontra Racines. Pass stolen away by Racines.
Salvacion is ahead.
They get it to Salvacion. Shot too strong. Gets his own miss.
Ooh.
This time makes the adjustment. Lead is down to 5.
Salvacion has been doing that this whole fourth quarter. You know, just has a knack for those loose balls.
Marasigan with 12 to work with. Eye to eye with Lacaba. Shot clock down to 6. It's a pick from Alex Jr. Finds an opening. His pull-up. Too strong. Caballero looking ahead. Salvacion all alone. 4 straight para kay Salvacion to trim the lead down to 3, 63 to 60. 2.5 to play with.
So Salvacion emerging as the Robin of itong si Caballero.
Keyhole jumper off for CJ. Okafor high up for that board. Siya na rin magbababa, gets it to Racines. Now Salvacion, Racines, he will try for 3 and ties the ball game at 63. Edu Racines. Saktong-sakto naman, last 2 minutes. Announced dito sa Banana Court in Las Piñas. Erasing a 9-point deficit itong Muntinlupa, Justin. And we're tied at 63.
My goodness, up and down action once again. Itong si Racines, you know, hitting the biggest shot of the ball game so far.
Answering, guess who? Dwayne Marasigan for his 26th point of the ball game to give Dasmariñas back the lead, 65-63. Racines feeling hot that time, a bit off. You get it to Marasigan once more. This time, Salvacion naman, ang susubukang dumipensa. They isolate Marasigan, gets a pick from Naliana, pulls up for 3. Malakas. Alex Jr. keeping it alive. Now Castillejo. Gets it to Alex Jr. Kaso nabitawan. Cabanyero through the lane for yet another bucket. 32 now for Rowy Cabanyero.
I am speechless. Grabe.
We're tied once again, this time at 65. Marasigan and Castillejo doing damage for Dasmariñas. Cabanyero and Salvacion naman for Muntinlupa. Marasigan floats it up. Couldn't get the bounce. Okafor with a board. A chance to take the lead para sa Muntinlupa. Racines, nakabuelo, blocked. Great read there from Dwayne Marasigan.
And Cabanyero looking for the ball. He was telling Racines to pass it on to him. A nice defensive stop there by Dasmariñas with the swat.
Look at the scream from Dwayne Marasigan. Not just the offense, but also the defense. We're tied at 65, only 24.7 left in this game. It's 65-65, deadlock dito sa ating 16-under matchup between Muntinlupa and Dasmariñas. And just talking about it off cam dito, Justin, this is kind of the ball game that as a commentator, no, you kind of live for.
Well, you know, definitely nothing short of spectacular itong ball game na to.
Muntinlupa, makakalamang na ba? Couldn't get the bounce. Salvacion, Marasigan will recover. Just 17 seconds now. They could hold for the last shot. Naliana inside, gets back the lead to Dasmariñas, 67-65. This Muntinlupa though will call for a timeout with 13.1 seconds remaining in this game. It's Marasigan once again. This time dishing it off as Naliana will give them a 2-point lead.
Oh, and Marasigan, you know, he was the one who started that offense, and finally itong si Naliana getting a basket at the right time.
This is 4th point of the ball game, talking about itong si Sean Naliana. But nevertheless, yun na yung basket na magbibigay na, posible, para dito sa Dasmariñas. Their first victory in the 3 games na meron tayo dito sa Season 3. But of course, Muntinlupa, they came back from 9 points down. Would want to make one more basket to possibly send us to overtime. Or, hindi ka na rin nakalamang, might as well give the lead back to you for the first time here in the 4th quarter through a 3-pointer.
Oh, and by the with the way itong si Cabanyero has been shooting, I won't be surprised if he decides to take it from outside. But the defense will definitely be on him, so he can play the role of a decoy here in the last 13 seconds.
Salvacion and Racines has also had success dito sa 4th quarter, so definitely not An all Rowy Cabanyero show para dito sa Muntinlupa. They get it inside to Salvacion. Now Cabanyero, as a foul is given up. They do have one more foul to give. Trying to stop what Muntinlupa wanted to execute off that timeout.
So one more foul to give para sa Dasmariñas.
About 4 seconds ang nawala. In that possession, Salvacion, handoff, Racines. Steps back, Salvacion for the lead. Too strong, rebound. Racines for the win! Oh, he's fouled! 3 free throws coming up for Edu Racines. He's down on the floor.
He's okay. But this will be a test of character para kay Racines.
They will have to take a look. But obviously, 0.2 seconds left on the clock. Edu Racines an opportunity to give Muntinlupa a victory.
And yes, it is a clear foul. Hitting his hip, hitting the legs of Racines. And this situation reminds me of that time that Paul Lee went to the line for 3 free throws. Diba? Same situation, down 2. 3 free throws to win the ball game. I forget sinong kalaban natin nun.
I believe it was China.
Oo.
So about 2 seconds. I think they would also adjust the game clock.
Oo.
So sabi mo nga, test of character for Edu Racines. In this ball game so far, has 7 points, a rebound and 2 assists. And he's smiling dito. That's a good sign. No, parang just trying to put some pressure off yung kanyang nararamdaman dahil yun nga, he has 3 free throws to give Muntinlupa back the lead.
But surprisingly, only 0.7 seconds. Oh, sorry. There you go. 1.7 left on the game clock. So definitely enough time for Dasma to draw up another play.
As the Dasma crowd trying to make it difficult for Edu Racines.
Oh!
First, won't fall. He has 2 more. Kaya niya pang maitabla.
Oh.
And even with a miss, we still have 1.7. So rebound, very important to secure for Dasmariñas.
The tension definitely will build up.
Second free throw will fall for Racines. One more coming his way to tie the ball game at 67. 1.7 seconds remaining in this game. Racines to tie us. Gets it to fall. And this time, Dasmariñas, their turn to draw something up. Racines will tie us at 67. Not all 3 free throws, but still. Nakabalik itong Muntinlupa, but dito naman babalik. Dasmariñas will have an opportunity to win this ball game.
You know, I love how he missed the first free throw, pero yung composure niya, you know, that's the toughest free throw to miss in that situation. He missed the first one, you know, the tension builds up in the second, and then, you know, syempre yung last free throw na yun, wala, you're laying it all out there, pero, you know, I gotta give it to Racines after that that first miss.
So Dasmariñas will have 1.7 seconds to put a shot up. Castillejo and Marasigan has played excellent para sa kanila. Dwayne Marasigan, especially here in the 4th. So couple of options here para sa Dasmariñas. Or maybe decoys as well, similar to what you talked about dito kay Rowy Cabanyero in the previous play of Muntinlupa.
Of course, they also have a lot of length inside para kay Naliana. This game definitely not short of highlights.
Not short of highlights indeed. As another timeout. Tatawag dito ng Don Pacundo for a hoops. Just making sure mabasa nila yung gustong depensa na gawin dito ng Muntinlupa. Final 1.7 seconds remaining dito sa ating laro. Would we need 5 more minutes, Justin, or will Dasmariñas get a bucket and get their first victory dito sa ating season number 3? It's Alex Jr. inbounding the basketball. They get it to Marasigan. Pulls up from the baseline. Had a look. But it falls short. As we head into overtime, the way this ball game has been, Justin, I wouldn't really mind.
That was great defense on the side of Muntinlupa. Getting a tall defender on Marasigan, just enough length to disrupt his shot.
Yun nga, tabla tayo at 67. We need 5 more minutes, but Muntinlupa clawing their way back, down by 9 as the end of regulation. We're tied at 67.
Extra 5 minutes for the junior MPBL debut nitong si Rowy Caballero, hailing from Haplag, Leyte, and plays for LPU Cavite. In his age bracket, 16 under, is actually ranked 1 in other tournaments, proving street ballers can be a threat in bigger tournaments. Supposedly, he'll play for Dasmariñas, but homegrown talents were actually prioritized. Kaya ngayon, sakit ng ulo ang bigay niya dito sa Don Pacundo. Hi, Manchester.
Sakit ng ulo indeed. Perfectly put by Daphne Cristobal. Parang revenge game pala to.
Oo.
Para kay Rowy Caballero.
Ayaw nyo pala sa akin, ha?
Aha. Papakilala lang naman. As Castillo misfires from that three.
Sabi niya, eto sa inyo, 32 points.
Ako nga pala yung sinayang ninyo. Si Rowy Caballero. Also, short on that jumper. Couple of misses here to begin the overtime period. Rowy Caballero, yun nga, parang street baller nga yung style niya. So it's nice to see him also able to translate that. I remember Callie Irving was also gracing us dito sa Junior MPBL. Also had similar success as Castillejo. Knocking down the jumper, gives the lead back to Dasmariñas 69-67.
Oh, I have not had the pleasure of watching Callie Irving, pero syempre matunog ang pangalan na yun.
Alam ko, Cavite legend din yan, as Racines continues his confidence dito sa ating overtime, knocking down the 2 important free throws to send us to overtime and gives the lead back to Muntinlupa 70-69.
Yeah, so far, Racines coming up clutch for Muntinlupa.
Finger roll, Dwayne Marasigan, napakatamis. Daphne liking that one.
Nasa kanya ang sugar.
28 now para kay Dwayne. This is Caballero. Now Salvacion. Overshoots. Looking to keep it alive was Max Lacaba as he will be fouled. 2 free throws coming up for Max. Alex Jr. will be called for the personal and that will be 4 now on Alex Jr. Out position na sila Lacaba doon, Justin, no? But still able to fight for that rebound.
Dasmariñas forgetting to box out in that possession.
One more free throw to tie it at 71. Uses the window. It is Friday. Bank is open.
Not sure if that was on purpose, but nonetheless, he'll take it.
Basta ang importante dyan yung reaction mo.
Oo.
71-71. 2:45 remaining dito sa ating first overtime. Pwede ko ba sabihin yun, Justin? Marasigan. That won't roll in. Castillejo. Blocked by Lacaba. Takbo tayo sa kabila. Racines has a head of steam. Scoops it up. Too strong. Back for the loose ball. Alex Jr. gets the ball stolen away. Salvacion. Attacking the left side. Goes to Racines. Step back three. Short. Marasigan heaves it to Castillejo. Masyadong malakas.
Pass too strong and medyo nagmadali ang Dasmariñas.
Nauna naman na talaga si CJ, no? Pero yun nga, a bit too much mustard on that pass from Dwayne Marasigan. Chansang mabawi ang Kalamangan para sa Muntinlupa. Cabanyero, another 3 ball. Shot too strong, yet another opportunity secured by Muntinlupa. This time Racines. At a pick from Okafor. Another 3. That time short. Great defense from Alex Jr.
Another tough shot for Racines and Muntinlupa.
Falling a bit in love with the 3 ball itong Muntinlupa here in the overtime period. Well, Racines was able to hit one to begin the OT period. Pero yun nga, couple of attempts from outside failing to attack the defense of Dasmariñas.
And you know, our fans screaming something on the sidelines. And you know, tama naman yung sinasabi niya eh. The Dasmariñas is in the penalty.
Penalty or not, Dwayne Marasigan blows a kiss. Make that 31 big points for Dwayne Marasigan. Capped off by the 3-pointer to give Dasmariñas back a 3-point lead, 74-71. Dasmariñas doon, Pacundo for a hoops, 74. The Muntinlupa JKLV RGG Infinite Basketball, 71 with 58.3 seconds remaining dito sa ating overtime period. Justin, Dwayne Marasigan, yet another crucial basket to create the separation. Hindi nga nahawakan ng Dasmariñas ang Kalamangan at the end of regulation, but Muntinlupa, another opportunity para sa kanila. Drop pass to Salvacion. Gets the bucket plus the foul of the feed from Rowy Cabanyero.
Aside from the court vision and the ability to break down the defender of Rowy Cabanyero, I love the patience of Salvacion with the pump fake as we see right here.
A couple of defenders na magnetize ni Rowy Cabanyero and Salvacion taking full advantage. And a bonus free throw coming his way to give us yet another deadlock.
Pump fake freezing the defender and then using that timing to get the foul, pero unsuccessful on the end one.
So may butal tayo dito, Justin, 74-73. As Dasmariñas trying to milk as much clock as they could, up by 1. Marasigan once again. His pass stolen away by Freedom Okafor. Trying to look ahead. Cabanyero trying to fight for that basketball. They lose it to Dasmariñas. Ravelo will be called for stepping on the sidelines. A bit of a wasted opportunity there para sa Dasmariñas. Hindi nila kailangan magmadali.
Oh, should have held the basketball. But the pressure and the stakes are high right now.
Nadulas lang din. Very unfortunate para sa Don Pacundo for a hoops as another opportunity for Muntinlupa to take the lead back. Cabanyero, another 3 ball. Off to the left. Long rebound. Makukuha ni Racines. Battling his way inside. Blocked by Naliana. Cabanyero keeping it alive. Just 7 seconds remaining. Okafor. Floater. Ayaw pa rin. Another rebound. A second left. I think ball will stay with Muntinlupa. Our officials trying to make sure.
From my angle, yes, I believe it will stay with Muntinlupa.
Yep, that was the initial call.
With 0.8 remaining, just enough time for a catch and shoot.
Yep, it seems to have been off a tap from CJ Castillejo. As Muntinlupa, an opportunity for them to draw up a play. Maganda yung execution nila of the earlier timeout where they were able to get that bucket from Salvacion. Tingnan din natin if more time will be added to our game clock. I think that's also what they're taking a look at more than yung kung sino rin yung last possession.
So
Maybe a little over a second.
1.2.
So just enough time, like you said. Maybe even a dribble. So the call is confirmed. Possession para sa Muntinlupa. They do have 0.8. So no further adjustments sa game clock. So it would still be 0.8. Catch and shoot. But yet another opportunity for Muntinlupa to steal this ball game away from Dasmariñas for a potential first victory dito sa ating Season 3. They get it to Caballero or intended for Rowie. The pass was deflected. Time did run out, but let's see. Our officials seem to be unsure.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Meron atang interference, maybe? It wasn't clear from where we're sitting. They were trying to get it to Caballero. Oh! Oh! Yun nga. That could be big. Oh, but our officials will say that the ball game is over after that review. A bit anticlimactic, but nevertheless, Dasmariñas will hold on for this 1-point victory. And that bucket from Dwayne Marasigan will be enough to secure the Don Pacundo 4A Hoops their first victory dito sa ating season number 3.
So the ball game ended with a deflection by the Dasmariñas player. Therefore, the game clock running out and giving Dasmariñas that 1-point victory. Amazing ball game so far. You know, the 1-2 punch for Dasmariñas prevailing as ayun na nga, it was itong si Marasigan with 31 and Castillejo with 21.
Okay, yung 1-2 punch nga, sabi mo, para dito sa Dasmariñas, really worked wonders for the Don Pacundo 4A Hoops. A couple of players, really an excellent debut para sa kanila. Our hats off to Rowie Caballero, really carrying the scoring load here for Muntinlupa. But in the end, it wasn't quite enough as Dasmariñas not only held on to the lead, but yun nga, stretching it into overtime, getting this victory 74-73. So maybe a couple of players na pwede pang maging Robin nga nito ni Rowie Caballero, but certainly an excellent debut for that kid as well.
Well, marami naman tumulong kay Caballero, especially with the likes of Racines and Salvacion. You know, those two guys, when it came to the clutch moments, the late fourth and overtime, you know, they stepped up big for him. Pero kinapos lang.
And yun nga, of course, Castillejo also debuting dito sa Junior MPBL, although a veteran in his own right. But 21 points na nung talagang medyo gustong bumitaw nitong Dasmariñas, he did the damage, but when the finishing touches were needed, it was Dwayne Marasigan that Dasmariñas relied on.
Dwayne Marasigan on both ends of the floor, you know, also getting 6 steals across his name. So, you know, overall, all-around performance para sa kanya.
5 rebounds to go with 8 assists as well, able to set up his teammates time and time again. As showing us an all-around performance. Talking about Dwayne Marasigan para sa Dasmariñas, Don Pacundo 4A Hoops. And unfortunately para sa Muntinlupa, they will slide to 0-2 to begin their season in their win-loss column. But certainly, a gallant stand na binigay nila against this very tough Dasmariñas team sa ating 16 under division.
A couple of attempts there on the last possession, pero to no avail.
They had their chances, but it was one player that shined the most, and kasama niya nga si Daphne Cristobal as our Chef's Magic Best Player of the Game.
Appreciate it so much, Jaime and Justin. First of all, congratulations, Dwayne, sa panalong to. Past 2 games, usual average mo at 8 points. Pero ngayon, extra 5 minutes and first na panalo para sa inyong koponan.
Yung bad start po talaga kami nung unang game. Pinagsipagan po talaga namin, lalo na po yung pinakamasakit, 2 talo. Nagtiyaga lang po kami sa ensayo, lahat po ng tinuturo ng coaches namin, pinapakinggan po namin, at saka yun lang po.
Dwayne, baka meron kang gustong pasalamatan or bigyan ng shoutout ngayon?
Shoutout po pala sa family ko na nanonood, kay Mayor Jenny Barsaga, kay Coach Ashley, kay Alian, kay Alden, kay Coach Alpi, kay Tita April, kila Tito Michael, at saka sa coaching, at saka sa mga teammates ko po. Yun lang po.
Again, that's Dwayne Marasigan, our Chef's Magic Best Player of the Game. Setting it back here, guys.
Salamat, Daphne. Congratulations once again, Dwayne Marasigan, our Chef's Magic Player of the Game, and his backward partner, hindi naman magpapahuli. Of course, CJ Castillejo, a debut dito sa season number 3, continuing to be a weapon para sa Dasmariñas. 9 rebounds and a steal as our Hustle Club Defensive Player of the Game. And the brightest star din para sa Muntinlupa, Don Benito's Assist Man of the Game, Rowy Cabanero, with 4 dimes to his name. So 3 players that really impressed us in that game talaga, Justin. So that will be a wrap now for the 16 under division. One more game in this 3-game set between Dasmariñas and Muntinlupa. We'll take a short break. More of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL when we return.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba. Liga ng bayan.